Relax through the upper body, neck and shoulders, head. And just allow maybe gravity to hold you there, so you have a sense of allowing the muscles to be held by gravity. And just relax. The arms are relaxed in the lap. Hands are relaxed, shoulders. And then in this posture, we just start to be aware of sensation in a systematic way. So let's start with our feet and just have an awareness now. So we're just kind of awakening, kind of sensing, feeling, checking in with the feet, right and left. And just notice any tension, discomfort, or tightness in the feet. And so with a relaxed breath, maybe we bring the awareness up to the lower legs, the tibia, the shin bone, and the muscles surrounding, so the calf muscles, and just notice, do you sense any tension there? Any tightness? And then following up the body, we transfer to the knees, and maybe check in with your right knee. The internal or medial side of the knee, and then the outside, the lateral side of the knee, and the space in between, and just notice any tension, if at all. Compare it to the left. You might even notice any sense of resistance in one or the other. Bring the awareness to the upper legs. Notice the muscular sensation, tension or tightness, or just openness and relaxation. Move to the right hip, the hip joint, ball and socket joint of the right side. Sense there. And deeply around to the lower back, sacrum, the pelvic girdle, around to the left hip. And just sense in there. And so maybe you've never really noticed this part of the body, so bring the awareness around to the abdomen. Any sensations or tensions, even feelings of hunger or coming from the stomach or digestive system. And then just be aware as you move up to the front side of the chest. So across the front ribs and sternum, sense in there. Around under the left armpit, the rib cage, back side of the ribs. Around to the right back ribs. And under the right armpit. And just sense the breath moving in and out of the lungs, the heart and lung space. And if there's any restriction or sense of openness or heaviness or freedom, whatever it is, the good and the bad, we sense both, and just to be aware, increase awareness. So let's rise up to the upper back and neck, cervical spine, and into the base of the cranium. And notice tension, if at all. Awaken your awareness out to the right shoulder and the right arm. Let it relax gently and sense how it's held in space. to the left arm and the left shoulder. And just compare right to left, right arm to left arm. Does one feel different or heavier, lighter, resistant? Let's move back up the neck to the jaw. And so right in front of the ears and into that hinge joint of the upper jaw, lower jaw. Tongue and teeth. Notice the temples and around the eyes. Any tension there or discomfort. And the forehead. Following up to the hairline and along the top side of the head and down the back side of the head. And just notice the entire body as a unit. Do you tend to lean to one side or the other? You notice yourself shifting forward or back. Both sides of your sit bones grounded. Or does one side feel heavier? Sense the space around your body, and do you tend to feel more space in the front of the body, or more space behind you? Sense the space above your head. And the space below your feet. And then just take a moment to remind yourself, what did you discover? Was there anything new you discovered? These subtle sensations we discover in the body are just pieces of awareness. They're pieces to the listening to the body wisdom. So just guideposts, just to remember what you do sense, how your body works. And so we'll pause here and just see what did take place. So did anybody note back to an awareness of the neck and shoulders relaxing, circling the opposite direction. So quarter-size circle to the opposite way. Just allow the nose to draw that circle in space, gradually getting larger. So we're checking in with neck, shoulders, jaws, that circle with the nose just gets a little bit bigger. And so just see what and where the tension might be. And so very slowly. And then come back to a level chin. And just drop your right ear, loosen it towards your right shoulder. Check your breath, just notice, are you relaxing and breathing deeply? And then go to the other side. Drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Notice where any tension is. It can go from the ear all the way out to the edge of the shoulder. So check it. Just gently rock side to side, back and forth. Ear to shoulder. Soft breath. Just moving through those joints. Let's come back to a level chin. Relax. Good. So if you start to feel that in the shoulders, just let them relax a bit. go ahead and bring the heart space forward. So we're gonna, like we have a string pulling from the center forward, we're gonna bring the rib cage forward, look up towards the ceiling.
So whenever you jump on, you press.
We're gonna bring the rib cage back and kind of round like a turtle shell, dropping the chin towards the chest.
Or to stop right there and then it stops.
Now breathe with it. So we bring inhalation as we move the chest forward, look up. And exhalation as we move the chest back and drop the chin. So imagine we're breathing into the front lungs as we come forward and lift. And into the back lungs as we bring the rib cage back and drop the chin. Try that about 3 more times, and like you're creating some space around the heart and lungs. So releasing any protectiveness, any shielding, any fears stored up here. Big breath in and out. Let's come back to a level chin. Good. Let's circle the wrists. So yeah, our cardiovascular system moves the arteries down into the hands, capillaries, into the fingers. So this movement causes a pumping sensation on our circulatory system. So we increase circulation. And we're going to spread those fingers wide and then make a fist, clenching. Just open and close a few times. Open space in every cell of the body, so bring that energetic flow and space into the cells. Just play the fingers like you're playing a piano. Just move through those joints, one at a time. Rolling from pinky to thumb. Good, each finger. And then just relax the hands down. Let the arms hang at your sides. And so moving into side bending, we're going to reach the right fingertips to the floor, stretch the side body, and come back up. And then reach the left fingertips to the floor, and come back up. A couple more times, so just tilting the spine side to side. So our spinal cord is stimulated, our nervous system has more information as it moves a different direction. Senses our joint range and motion. Let's come back to a level body here, head upright. Now bringing the arms up, we're going to come to goalpost arms. So we're bent at the elbow and palms are facing forward. And then tilt the hands towards the floor. So we're making, looks like an M shape with our arms. And then just go back and forth. So we have internal and external rotation of the shoulder joint. See how that checks out in the shoulders. Notice anything happening here in either side. So this next one, let's pause at the top and just bend the right hand down. And you're going to turn your head, look right. And then we're going to switch. Little brain teaser. So try that a few times. Good. All right, let's come back to center. So we start to train neural connections there. Good, let's bring the feet out and just circle the ankles a few times. So getting into the ankle joints. Again, a squeeze and soak or a pumping sensation through the arteries and veins. Flexibility of our cardiovascular system. Let's point and flex the feet a few times. Pull the toes back and press them downwards. Really good exercises to do before we get out of bed in the morning. Start to get circulation. And then let's walk those feet back in. Slide back. We're going to sense the right knee joint. So extend the leg out. And then bend the heel or the knee back towards you. Just do that a few times, sensing the tracking of the patella right there in the joint. The muscular connection in the upper leg. Maybe some sounds, some clicking, a little adjusting in there. And place that down. Try the left side. Really good for strengthening around the knee joint. You can do these all day long, really good for the knees. Good, let's come back. Rest that foot down. Slide forward in your seat a little bit. We're going to separate the feet and check in with the hips. So we move into the hip joint. So let's be aware of those ball and socket joints. We're just going to drop the knees to the right. And we'll shift forward in your chair a little bit so you can let the knee drop towards the floor. And so we have internal rotation here. So you're almost to the edge of your chair actually. And then you come back, shift to the other side, check in with the other hip joint. And then just rock back and forth. So check in with that. Another ball and socket joint. So at your own pace, just back and forth. So see what you notice. A lot of times we can notice imbalances. One side different. Or maybe a lot of times we have differences in our flexibility in our hips. Notice that. Good, let's bring those legs back in. All about awareness. So let's come on up. And we're going to walk around the back side of the chair. Move your chair to the front of your mat, and we'll need your tennis ball.
I don't have a tennis ball.
Oh.
You want the shoes? You can wear shoes.
Shoes? Nope.
No shoes.
Without shoes. You have a ball? Everybody have a ball?
This was my ball.
Oh, right there.
Oh, like that.
There's another one.
Oh.
Okay. So we're going to place this ball. You're going to hold. You can use the chair for balance. And so as long as it doesn't cause pain. So if it's painful and you have some discomfort, then of course don't do it. But we're going to take this part of our foot right below the toes and place it on the ball. And we're just going to bend the knee and place your weight. So you want some pressure and press down on it. So your heel can stay on the floor for balance, but just pressure down onto the ball of the foot. So this is like a myofascial release. It's the fascia on the bottom of the foot gets a squeeze. So about 20 seconds, we want to just hold it there. And then we're going to bring the ball to the arch of the foot and make some circles. So not quite as much pressure on it, but just as tolerated. Press down and circle under there. If you have achy arch or aches in your feet, this can be really nice to reset the muscles, hydrate the muscles. Yeah, so circular motions just around the arch there. And then slide it to the heel. So you want to place that heel pad, that padded part of your heel, right on the ball, and then take your weight over it and press down and hold. Take a few deep breaths. So you're going to be leaning forward a bit to have that weight on there. All right, and I'm going to have you come up and just stand and compare your 2 feet. See what you notice. You notice one different than the other? Yeah.
More tingle.
Yep.
More tingle? Okay.
Yeah.
What did you say?
And a little bit less pain in my.
Less pain?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Mine always feel, I kind of feel like one's a pancake and one's like, you know, more tense.
Yeah.
So let's try the other side. And so right below the toes on that padded part, the ball of the foot. So step so you can place your weight over it and press down and hold. About 20 seconds. So the joints of the toes are spreading here. We're giving some space between the toes when you press down. Squash that bug, yeah. Or if you make wine, you're squishing grapes, right? So to the arch of the foot, let's roll it. Let's go back there and circular motions around the arch. I know I was standing for about 4 hours last night at a soccer game, so this feels really good today. My feet were really sore. So yeah, that muscles, just like anywhere else in our body that need release. So let's bring the heel onto the ball. Place your weight over it, and then just hold about 20 seconds. Maybe loosen the breath, allow some release of your tension. How's that feel on your heel? Feels okay? Okay. And then come on up and just step on it. Compare your feet. Just see how they feel. All right. So hands to the back of the chair. And we're going to walk our feet back to come into that downward facing dog pose. So our hips are back over our feet and our spine is nice and long. We lengthen through the side ribs. Let your chin relax towards your chest. And take a few deep breaths to relax here. Let your head, neck, and shoulders relax as long as that's comfortable on your shoulders. Yeah, you can support this by putting your hands on your thighs as well. On your inhale, lift your chest, walk your feet forward. And we're going to step wide and face towards the right side. Left hand is on the chair. And reach out with your right arm. And we're going to come up and over and side bend towards the front of the room. Stretch the right side of your body. Take a nice deep breath into the right side body. And then come all the way back up. Reach that arm down. And grab your strap. So we have this strap here.
I don't have a strap.
Ah, you don't have it either. There you go.
I'm missing half my foot.
I guess so. So we're going to take the strap. You guys need one too. We're going to take the strap into the right hand. Oops. And you can fold it in half. You're going to hold it in the right hand and just let it stretch your arm over your head, the right arm, and let the strap hang down. Then we're going to bend at the elbow and then bring the left arm down low and behind you. Grab the strap and slowly work your fingers towards each other. So you're going to lift up tall through the spine so you have your right elbow working upwards towards the ceiling and your left elbow working downwards towards the floor. And we just lift up through the head. Maybe the head presses back on the right arm a little bit. Stretch that tricep muscle. Yeah, if it bothers your shoulders, then don't push it. Good, take a deep breath here. Relax. And let's go ahead and release. Let that arm come down. Now we're going to reach behind the body. Hold the strap with both hands behind your buttocks. Roll the outer shoulders back as you stretch your hands towards the floor and straighten your arms. So you want to hold the strap at a distance apart where you can get your arms straight. So you can slowly separate your hands a little bit to straighten the arms. And then draw your shoulders back. So here we stretch the deltoid, the front side of the chest and shoulders. And take a few breaths. So we tend to shorten these muscles in our everyday posture. So we want to really expand. Breathe deeply into the front body. Let's release and relax those shoulders a bit. Kind of shake them out, roll them around. And we'll do that, that original stretch on the other side. So our left arm is going to go up towards the ceiling. We're going to hold the strap in the left hand. Bend at the elbow, let the strap hang between the shoulder blades. Reach behind with the right arm, grab the strap, and slowly work your fingers towards each other. So your left elbows towards the ceiling, your right elbows towards the floor. And then you lift up through your head and draw your rib cage back a bit. So you feel that in the left tricep maybe, and maybe other places too. Take a breath or two. Always not resisting without causing pain. So if it's painful, of course, please adjust and do your body step. Nice big breath in and out. And then let's release and come down. We can set that strap aside. Good, nice loose arms, loose hips and knees. We're just going to rotate the upper body. So allow the arms to swing freely and spinal rotation. So this might seem pretty simple movement maybe for some, but it's a movement that stimulates our nervous system. It's our spinal cord likes to have movement in different directions. It's a good movement for depression. Any movement that stimulates the chest, upper body, arm area energetically is good for depression. Let's come back for this or to the center. Step your right foot close to the chair and your left foot halfway back. We're just going to take a little bit deeper rotation then. So left arm on the chair, or left hand on the chair. Swing your right arm out to the side and rotate your upper body. So we look to the right. We bring the left ribs around and hold. Without holding our breath. Our breath is always moving deeply. And on the exhale, let's rotate back. Step the left foot up and the right foot back. Breathing deeply, right hand comes to the chair and we swing our left arm out and rotate left. Open up the left shoulder and take a breath. And then exhale, hand comes back. Let's take our last downward facing dog and step our feet back. Lengthen out the spine, hips towards the back wall, and chest and head relax. Take 3 nice deep breaths here. Stay there, 3 nice deep breaths if that's comfortable for you. Or you can support it with your hands on your thighs here. Good. Allow that stretch in the back of the legs. So a lot going on here in the hamstrings. And then we'll stretch the spine out, come all the way back up. And just come upright here. Just pause for a moment, feet hip width apart. Roll the palms forward, so we roll our shoulders back and down. And draw up through the spine, root down through your feet. Lift through the crown of your head. And then just relax a little bit so it's a little more natural. Maybe take a scan of your neck and shoulders. Notice if any tension has been released there. Relax the hands at your sides. Notice your side and hip, maybe if you were tight there, had discomfort, if you found any relief. And notice your feet, if you had some pain in the feet, if that's different or the same. And we'll end our class here. So did you notice anything different in your foot? Did you notice different in your foot, or was it still painful? A little different?
But that bottle has to fill with water.
Yes, and freeze it. So what about you? Feel it? Yeah. Did you feel a stretch at all in any of the stretches? Side stretch? Just hurt. Yeah. Do you have any arthritis in the hip? Yeah.
Just ignore it. But if I do hang downs, stretch my spine, it's better.
So you probably have some nerve
herniated 4 or 5. But I've never had anything done. So I focus on this. That's all I do is just hang. I don't try to control there's anything like an accordion. It helps. Appreciate all the help. Work. Do you want me to put it back in the box?
Yeah. You could also, I was just going to tell you, you could also do this. Do you do this stretch to your foot, or can you cross that leg? Yeah. How does that feel?
I can feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel anything on that side.
Yeah, on the right.
I'm stretching.
So that might be a good one for you to do. Yeah, because it could release that muscle a little bit, especially
So both sides.
Yeah, good to do both sides.
And they told me that exercise on this side is helping that side.
Yeah. Shift your shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah, I went roof break and it was too heavy. It was ice and snow and a big long pull. And it tore these muscles, tore these. But I didn't quit. I said, I gotta finish this job. And then just tore two bones, tore 2 tendons right off the bone.
Was it on your own house or something?
Yes, on my own house. And my wife said, don't do it. Yeah.
Was that this winter?
5 winters ago, 4 winters ago. Yeah. So, yep, I feel sorry for her because I've been just one wreck after another. One of those, I don't know, in the cartoons, Beetle Bay, they used to have this guy with the cloud over him, where they went. Things happen bad.
One after another. Oh,
Right.
goodness.
Yep, but it's been fun. I'm real happy with this program.
Bye-bye.
Program's really good.
See you next week. Thank you.
And I already noticed difference in diet and you know, taste for food and exercise program. But I exercise. I did a kind of yoga. I did, I start with my feet, go through my whole body, exercise all the time. So, yeah.
Natural yogi in you.
I don't do the long like you do. Some of the poses where you just hold it. And those I imagine are good for you. Yeah.
To build strength.
Right. I just go through the stretches and resistance. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'd like to go another 10 years.
Do what you can while you can, right?
Right.
Yep.
You want this?
Oh, thank you.